Okay, we're here with Scott from the channel Engineer775, and Scott lives close to me, and so we have been wanting to get together and coordinate some things. This guy has an incredible channel, really getting back to homesteading. His channel has a whole lot to offer, so I wanted to get it out here to you guys, and I really want you to check it out. Of course, I'll have all of his information down in the description below, but I'm going to let Scott take over and let him show some things. He's got some things he's going to just kind of go through to give you an idea of the flavor of his channel.
Hey YouTube, I'm here with Such today, and I've enjoyed getting to know him and meeting him today. Working on engineering on the farm, engineering on our homestead here, and I got a lot of different things I've shown the guys today having to do with the projects I've been working on over the last 10-15 years. Anything from pumping water to cooking, using wood, using basically the resources on our property, not going anywhere else to live. When it comes to gardening, heating our home, cooking, pumping water, actually making electricity from wood. You'll see this piece of wood. This is my prop. I'll show you a lot. Been working a lot on gasification, pulling the gases out of hardwoods and actually running a vehicle for transportation, producing electricity to run our farm. Cooking on it, and doing a lot of neat things with wood. A lot of things you'll see here on the table. On this end, we've a lot of people, you've seen these on YouTube, but most likely they're the wood gas camp stove. Had one of these for a couple of years. Done a lot of cooking. I would highly recommend it. It's a great product. It looks a little rough because I've used it so much. This is a 10,000 BTU wood gas camp stove, and it gasifies wood. I cook on it. We do all our canning. You see some of the vegetables down here. These were canned in the All-American canner using wood blocks, wood chunks in the gasifier. It works fantastic. So that's one use of wood. Another, this is, you've seen these, there's a lot of different types of rocket stoves out on YouTube. I like this one from Stove Tech. You can burn either charcoal or you can just feed wood into it. Obviously we're inside, my wife won't let me do that today. But cooking on it, you can boil water, you can put griddles on it, cook your bacon and eggs. There's a lot of things you can do with it, and it burns very efficiently. And the great thing about these stoves is the minimum amount of carbon monoxide, so you don't get sick. A lot of people constantly cooking over a campfire, you're going to get sick. Carbon monoxide is very lethal, very poisonous, and one thing about gasification, it consumes the carbon monoxide, and that's an important thing. If you have bad water and cooking in the world, those are the two top things that people are sick in the world: bad water and carbon monoxide poisoning. And so if you got good water and you can cook without breathing in all that carbon monoxide, you'll be much better off in a raw situation. We're going to move over to talk a little bit about water. We've done a lot with water pumping, many different ways to pump water. One of the neat things is to use a hydraulic ram pump. You'll see a lot of different videos on YouTube dealing with hydraulic ram pumps. And here's one that I've had for several years. It's a Rife ram. This will pump water 200 to 250 feet above the source. It's an awesome adjustable pump. Has counterweights. There's many adjustments. It's hard to explain. I'm going to do a how to build one, how to install these, and some of the key factors on how to do a good install on a hydraulic ram pump. You see this and you might be intimidated by the complexity of it, but there's simple ram pumps. Here's one I built. You can build these for under $20, and this will work as effectively as a store-bought one. That pump costs about $1,200, and you can pump about half as much water for $20. And so these are great things if you want to have water for your gardens, water for your home, maybe not to drink. You're pumping out of a creek or pumping out of a pond. So there will be more videos to come on how to build these, and I've built 5 or 6 of them, and they work really well. I've got one running now on these swing and check valves. Been running for over a year with no problem. So if you got questions about that, you can PM me on that. Standard things you've seen, everybody's seen the old pitcher pumps. You can still find these. You can still get complete leather gasket kits for putting it on a well. If you don't have a well, you can go to the website, also the YouTube site, and learn how to drill a well. You can do it by hand, believe it or not. You can auger yourself a well, case it with PVC, and I have a couple videos of that on the site as well. Obviously food is big time important, and we've been getting into drying, dehydrating. Here's some, you can put 14 pounds of tomatoes in 1 quart jar just by drying them, and we rehydrate these, we put them on pizza, we eat them as snacks, and that works real well. We've done corn, everything here is grown here, and then we've made grits and have ground that as well. We've done hard red winter wheat, hard red spring wheat, and this is great. I want to, yes, we have long-term food storage, as you can see here, the number 10 cans, but I don't want to touch them. I know they're there, and that's a peace of mind, that's insurance to me, but my goal here on the farm is to grow our own food and not mess with this. If I have to, I will go to that, but I don't want to. Got long-term seeds storage, been storing, I got a few of these for a couple acres worth. It's important to learn how to store your seeds as well. We've worked with animals, we've got cows, we have chickens, we've hand milking a Jersey cow, and we've made cheese and butter. And my wife's the expert. I'm just the worker. My wife's the expert when it comes to making the cheese and the butter. So honey, we've got some bees too, getting some honey from that, and that's been a great addition this year. Working on a crazy gizmo here. It's not put together yet, but if you can do research for refrigeration, look up the Crosley Icy Ball. It's a way to produce refrigeration using ammonia. A little dangerous, don't be careful, but it's doable. And that's what we have on the table here. There's a lot of things we looked at outside dealing with gasification, trying to drive on wood, and we were able to do that today. We were able to produce electricity, can produce 25,000 watts an hour off of a wood gas generator. And I've got a food dryer I've done there. We've got a lot of things that are outside I'd like to show you as well. So, all right, here we are outside working on my favorite project, and that is gasification. That is taking wood, these wood blocks, oak and hickory, and converting them into gas. Converting them into synthesis gas or producer gas to be able to do what? To be able to drive my truck down the road on wood, and to wave at the gas stations. And the second thing is to be able to produce electricity for the home in a generator. And basically, I'm running the same style engine, gas engine in this generator, gas engine in, they're both 6-cylinder engines running off of wood. This is a gasifier. This has been around, this technology has been around for a long time. And basically this breaks down wood into its component gases that it cools and filters, and I can run it directly into the carburetor. So carburetors have to be built. They're kind of crude. You can see here. I have another one under, obviously, for the truck. But this generator produces about 25,000 watts of electricity per hour off of wood. So I can be off-grid. This is actually called the Offgridder, and it's made by Victory Gas Works, but you can build one yourself. And so there's a lot of neat things that you can do in the process of gasification. Down the road, we want to be able to take this and convert this to diesel fuel, synthetic diesel fuel that can put right into the tractor and the diesel generator. But that's a long-term project we're working on. Okay, wood stoves. Again, I want to do a wood stove shootout. I grew up with wood cook stoves. Everybody in my family has a wood cook stove, a different design, different shape. I ended up finding this up in Canada. This is a Flame View. You can find it on Lehman's cataloged. It's different places. And this will heat your house. This is a non-traditional wood cook stove. It doesn't have the eyes that you usually see in the top. It's just a cooking surface from hot to cold. It takes regular firewood, full-size firewood. Don't have it running today. Got a lot of controls. That's what I like. Being an engineer, I like to have knobs and valves and things. So got adjustments for many things. The oven, you got your traditional damper on the pipe, and then you've got other valves and cleanouts down here. So you can really dial this stove in to the temperature you want. And it's got a full oven on it. You can bake bread, and got the thermometer here. So once you get used to running a wood stove, you can dial it in, and there's nothing like food cooked in a wood cook stove. It tastes different. Cook on cast iron. Things that come out of the oven are amazing. That's what I grew up on, and that's what I like. So the other things you can do with these wood cook stoves, they have coils. It's hard to see, but there's a stainless steel loop, a coil in the top of the firebox up in here. I don't know if you can see that on the video or not. Most of the stoves that you buy today, you can have that added as a feature. There are pipe fittings on the back, And what you can produce is hot water through thermosiphoning. The cold water will come into that coil, the hot water will rise, and you'll have it'll roll 24/7, and you'll have a storage tank of hot water. No electricity, just using your wood stove to create that. So it's a great feature. Can be dangerous if you don't install it right. You gotta have the right fall and right piping for that. So there's some information on the internet. You can, but check that out. But the Amish do it all the time. That's what they use. They use wood cook stoves with coils, and they thermosiphon their hot water. So cook on it. We cook on it a lot. It's a great stove. There's a lot of different variations on these. They have the warming stove where you can stick your butter, bread, keep things warm up there.
Now I think this may have given you a small taste of what Scott's channel is all about. I'm going to tell you, we've spent the day here going through a lot of different things, and it's just been, I'm telling you, I'm completely in awe of this guy. And that's why it's so important for him to be on my channel, so you guys will find this treasure. So we're going to be doing some more later on, but Scott, I really appreciate
Thank you.
all the, I've learned a lot today.
We covered a lot, had a lot of fun. There's a lot more to do to get ready, and so we're going to continue prepping, continue engineering here on the farm, and again, appreciate you checking out the website, Engineer775.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more fun gun reviews and sensible survival. God bless America. Long live the Republic.
Everybody get a little tag on it where you do something goofy. God bless America.
Yeah.
I thought you.
I don't remember what we were saying. You can leave it. I'll just. I'll come to it.